Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we have quite a few things planned, or at least things I want to get done. Without much further ado, I just want to start the first thing and then explain one small thing that annoyed me in between episodes. So yeah, let's just start with some research. What I kind of want to get done this episode is pretty much research our rocket silo. So we have that research done and can start to go into some of the other things down here, including the future age. So that's going to be quite exciting. So let's activate that one, the robot cargo size, and maybe improve our stack inserters a bit, and some labs. That should give us something to do for the next couple of episodes. I think that will be just fine. As I said, I wanted to explain one thing that happened in between episodes. As you remember, I think it was last episode we did this small expansion of our oil. That is all well and good, but as you saw, we had one train waiting right here that couldn't unload because we had no power. I think I said that I hoped it hadn't polluted my system, and yeah, it had. So I spent quite a while getting, carbon out of my system. This was completely backed up with carbon on both inputs. The same with the iron input was backed up, and so many places was just filled with carbon. So hopefully I've fixed it all now, and we won't run into that issue again. And in the future, I'll remember to add power before I leave things to be built. So the next thing I wanted to do this episode is pretty much get some more resources. As you can see here, we are starting to run a bit low, and that is somewhat of an issue. So we can easily just grab it down here and hook it up, and I think that's what we're gonna do first things this episode. Since running out of copper would be quite bad in terms of the things we need for our base. So let's just go down to the area, set up a new copper production, and then get on with the other things. While I'm doing this, one other thing, like I said, there's a ton of things I want to get done this episode. We kind of need to fix our power. As you can see, we are running full ham, and that is not enough. So I think 2 more solar cells and 1 more part of our accumulators might be in order. So let's just take this one, put it down here, and let's get some more power into our system. We are starting to use quite a bit, and I don't want to run out. Let's do the same with our accumulators. Please just add 1 more to that one. So that should, as soon as all of this is up, be able to give us enough power for the future, if we have enough. So here, what is a good way to set this up? I don't really want to remove the outside poles, since they're kinda in a good spot. So let's just see if we can't get them lined up somewhat nicely. I think here will be good if we go all the way up. So right there. And let's get some copper out, please. Might just remove this one. I don't know if that's gonna cause us any issues. Hopefully it's not. But let's give it a try. To here, next row. And then we are starting to have a good surplus of resources. And we don't really want to run out, because that would be quite bad. We can fit it in right here, I think. Or we can just leave it as is for now. or do something like this and remove that power pole. don't know if this will cause us any troubles. What if we do... No. It's fine. Do that. The rest we'll just grab later. And that should mean we should have quite a bit of copper coming out. And let's just hook those up. Out here, going down to a train station. At stations, we have train. Like that. We'll like to do a 4-lane balancer, please. Just right here will be fine. And then we'll hook it all up in a nice orderly fashion. To right there, and the last one go all the way up to there. And there we are. That should add a bit more copper to our network. Hopefully that will last us into the future. We could just do this to fit in 2 more. If I remove that one and that one, and say here and there. So that's some more copper. I think the rest is running very nicely. The same with this one. It's running very well. Filled up quite fast, since it was quite easy to produce. So rocket silo is going. Research going fine. Let's redesign one more thing in our base. Science is starting to back up everywhere. That is very nice. As you can see, we have quite a bit of a surplus of it. But one thing that is not backing up at the moment, that is our lead. We are producing lead right here, but this is with the old design for the inputs. So we kind of want to take that out and put in one of the mergers like this one. And I think we'll be able to just copy this part and place it down over there, and it will work. So yeah, let's go give that a try. And hopefully it is as simple as I think it is. If not, that is also gonna be fun. Let's go to here. First things first, let's just dismantle the missile parts right here up to, I think, here it'll be fine. And the same with that. So there we are. And let's see if we can't fix this. Come on, little robots. This is also one of the reasons why we should upgrade our cargo capacity. It takes quite a bit for him to empty this out. But what if we just... Oh, how can 2 be here? Isn't there only 1 train in? What? Where is our little... Oh, are we missing... Ooh, snap. I can see we're missing something on this one. That is causing it to back up. But I think you can fix it by doing that. Oh, that is quite bad. Look at that mess. I don't know how I got that one removed. But this should make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen, because look at this massive problem. So are they all going? No, they're going somewhere else. So hopefully this will solve itself in just a second. There we are. Hopefully that didn't happen anywhere else, and we can continue with this now. But nice that I saw it. I would have been very, very bad if I didn't. So what if we do something like this? How far do we have to go? I think right here, and I think we can line it up if we do something like this instead. What if we line it up like this? That will give us room to see what has to go where. And I think we can just fit it in like that. It seems quite nice like this. And I just want to remember to disconnect these before they start to flow. Just so we can manage this small amount. Please stop you, you, and you. So let's just see when all this is placed, if we can sort it out. There's a lot of things stuck in. Oh, don't do this. Oh, it's because of that one. Whoops. I was like, how much can be in one of these? Oh no. Oh no. Please stop. Don't mix it up. Oh, but luckily things aren't connected up at the moment, so I can just fix all of this. I think that will go away. We can move all of you out, and let's just grab all of this that are kind of stuck in the lines. Oh, that was quite gnarly. Because if that had polluted our entire base, I would have been quite sad. And over here, we just do this and get rid of most of this. We don't need you. And then this one, we want to take out that and only have tin in it. And there we are. Hopefully we'll have to clear out this first for all the pollution. So this is something I normally do in between episodes, but I kind of want to show you guys my process of cleaning up mixed things. Because that is a real issue that can happen when you try to do mixed outputs. And I learned my lesson, never do mixed outputs again. Or maybe never, but we could at least make it a bit easier on ourselves by not doing this the first time. Oh, and that one. So soon we'll have all of this sorted and we can hook up the other part. Here we are. Let's get these one out as well. And the last few. Imagine how it was for me doing this in between episodes where I had the carbon polluting my entire network. That was, yeah, it was quite exciting. Not gonna lie, not in a good way, but yeah, and then you can just remove one of these. But yeah, that is what happened. So first things first, we want tin in this one instead. Refined tin, please. Let's just fix that everywhere. Same up here, tin, tin, and tin. The other output is lead. We want lead in this one. Lead, lead. And this will make sure we have a quite big of a surplus of all the items. And then the rest will go somewhere else. Let's just set up the last of the train stations then. Let's see here, where is our little blueprint for stations, so we can place it down correctly. And let's not make any mistakes. I've done enough of those. Please grab, could actually just grab this, I think. No, that will copy the blueprint as well. And we don't, oh, the station name, and we don't want that. There we are. So now that is sorted. This one will need to be hooked up later. We have an output station here, and then we need one right here. And that will be for all of platinum in this case, but something else over here, and that'll be the diamonds. Or what they call emeralds? Sapphire? Where are they at? Can't see them. Am I blind? Yeah, I think it's sapphire. It is sapphire. And then we'll just hook you up like that. So now that is looking very nice. And then I think we'll be able to just hook him up and things will work. So sand, gravel on this one. And no, I said don't do double things on one output station, and I'm kind of doing it anyway. But I think that is because, yeah, all the other things are used. But oh well. You have a standpoint onto a change. So let's just check this one first. And make sure everything goes the correct way. That looks very good. So let's hook up the rest of the things to here, and there we go. And the jumpy one to there. Very nice. Can we just to here? Is that correct? Then hook that one up and hook you up. And that should be the rest of these working. So now we should have a lot more lead coming through. We still need to spend a lot of this making tin. And since tin is completely backed up and we're not really using any of it, we kind of have to figure out some other way to use lead. And we are not... Wait a minute. Are we making tin right here? Because if we are, that is not good. We'll have to change how this is being done. So please dismantle you. And not output anymore to this one. And then we'll have to make a, what's it called, tin smelter. So we might as well just set that up. Oh, is this tin smelting? Oh, we have tin right here. Never mind. But we could do 2 outputs then to clear out a bit. Or we could upgrade our chest to the next one. Chest, we can go up to steel chest. That has a bit more in terms of storage. Might be okay. Do we have them in storage? Let's just do this and test. Please go to steel, go to steel. And we are missing them. So, at least now this is working. We should start to spend some more of this very, very soon. And we are producing lead. So, quick trip back to the mall. Set up some steel chests to our network. And yeah, then we can continue on. And how's our train looking? It seems all of them are pretty much going somewhere. But yeah, look how many we have running. That is insane. But it seems to be working. Not any deadlocks at the moment. And that is kind of what I'm going for. So hopefully it can stay like that for the foreseeable future. So let's see here. 1 chest there. We can get steel chests over here if that is what we want. Please craft a few. Luckily we have it all. Accumulators being produced. Trying to get out. How many have we built so far? Building up nice and easy. We have... Seems like we can fill them up. So that is looking very, very nice. So that was a whole lot of maintenance, which is very nice. So what is our next bottleneck? We have chromic acid flowing. We have a lot more oil. I know we are missing oil, but we should probably start to go towards one of the next resources. If there's nothing else to do over here. don't think there is at the moment. We could do a double output of this one. So doing the same steel setup here. Oh, maybe not this steel setup, but a setup like that, where we have outputs on both sides. But it's not my number one priority at the moment. Yeah, we could go towards a rocket control unit and look at the gyroscope. That means we have to make the advanced motor. And if you look at the raw inputs, I find that is a good way to look at it. Or I learned that last episode at least. That if you look at the raw resources for one of these, so this needs 3 inputs. So we can do 3 input in the cell and get one of them out. And I think that will be the best course of action at the moment. So advanced motor cell. That's kind of what I want to make. We could do it 1, 2, 3 and number 4 out. We could just do it in this cell since this is just mining stone, which is almost done. So yeah, let's do it right here. And see if we can't build that in the later part of this episode. So go to here, please. Let's get ourselves a few train stations up and running. And if you guys don't remember, or I try to remember myself, all of this is so we can get rockets launched very, very soon. We could add what's called these to this one, but we'll just wait a bit for now. But let's see here, advanced motor. Let's plan it out what we want. Copper cables or copper wire is quite easy. We have done that a million times before. We could probably steal it from right here. I'd like to steal this setup, please. Just put you down right here for now. We also need, here it is, gears, tubes, and steel bearings. So let's see how we make those 3. Let's do this and look. So where is it at? Here we are. Bearing and just ingots. That's quite easy. This one is plates, so that will need 2. So I'll go from plates to gears. And the last one we need, was that? Tubes. That is tube, and I think tube is just from plates as well. Steel plates. So something like that. This one uses 2 every 3 seconds. This one produces 1 every second, so that is fine-ish. Oh, that's fine. That will supply that one. 1 every 1.5. 1 every 1, so that should be fine. And that is fine as well. So here we have all the inputs we need. We could do a belt for each of them. So taking steel in up here. Making all the things we need for our motors. And the reason why I'm using the entire cell is that we'll need a ton of these. And we'll need a ton of gyroscopes because of that. Yeah, because that is used for rocket parts. So yeah, we need an entire cell producing this in a somewhat optimized manner. So steel bearing, let's just take that from here. We have this setup, it works quite nicely. Let's just place you next to this one. What are the ratios? Yeah, it should be fine. Steel gear wheels. Let's see, do we have those? We have them right here. Take you, but you'll need another input. Because these are 2 input ones. So we'll just do something like this. Where are they at? So we'll say 1 belt in, 1 2. Like that. Then we'll have belt going out that way. And then we'll have the tubes over here. Pretty much the same setup as that one. That will run into issues. Unless we move it over a bit. Can you please see how far you can go this way? I think you'll be fine right here. And that was just our rocket research done. Or rocket silo research even. So what if we do it right here? Or we can do it this way, because then we have the 2 inputs we need. And then we can do fluids from the top. Yeah, I think that'll be better. So let's put you all the way down here. So right there. We will then do a copy of that one to right here. And as soon as this is built, we will be able to show you how I'm planning to do this. So come on, little robots. There we are. Very, very nicely. So we'll have a copper train in right here. We'll have a steel train in right here. And this one will be, what do we plan out first? Let's just take that one. Plate to gear. And this one up here will then be the tubes. But the reason for me not putting it down yet is because I want to make sure that I can just copy paste what's called inserts from this one. So let's see here. In the middle, right here could be good. There we are. We'll be able to do copy a view to right here. We'll then be able to do some wires. We can do it here, 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 and there. Should probably do another one right here, since we have those isolated to each other and not part of the other blueprint over here. Then this should work. We'll then be able to copy just up here. Of course, change this out with the tubes instead, so we have the tube input. But I think that is all we need. Might have to move it down a small amount. And lastly, let's just get some lubricant in. Looking at that one, because that was the last raw resource we needed. So let's just get that in. Train, fluid in. And let's try something. I don't know if we can do this without messing it up. Try that, because you have been yelling because I was doing it wrong. So let's try that. I'll remember to have to hook it up. And I think only 2 of these will work now. The others are kind of redundant. But yeah, we will have a look where at the robots. There they are. So this should be a lot faster than the build we had before. So let's move this whole thing a small amount, and that is just because I don't want it to be this jammed into the input side. So what if we do that? And then over here we can do a downwards one, outputting ore. However much we need to output a whole build of these. 3 seconds craft, a lot of input, so we'll do a 4 input one again. So pretty much this one, but with fluids. What if we do fluid on the first line? We'll be able to do that. I think that is a big no-no. We can do it on the 3rd line. That's where this one is grabbing from. No. Oh well, we'll just have to figure out how we want to do this. So let's see. 4 inputs with fluids. Oh yeah, we can do this one and just make this one further out. So let's try and do this. Might be overkill to do this much, but rather safe than sorry. So what if we do something like just move it over here. Here. Then I'll show you what I have planned. Because I'll just use the 4th lane. Oh, except this one is where it's at. So let's just do your way. So I can actually plan this out correctly. So, motor. Because look at that. We have this fluid we have to solve somehow. Could do it on the inside. Yeah, what if we do it on the inside instead then? Move you over 1 to the right. So if you do that, and instead of those 2, we'll do long-handed on this side. To here and here. Can we then just do the fluid ones? Of course, they'll have to be in the middle instead. Here, here, and you'll have to move to there, there. Because what I want to do then is a little pipe running down like that, connecting up that way, and doing a little underground right here to there, and here to there. And I think this should be tileable as it is. And then we can actually skip the 4th lane out here. So pretty much removing that one. And all of that. Pretty much just making this a straight line. And the same over here, remove you and make you a straight line. And getting that one out, that one out. I think this will work. We'll have, see right here, copper cables coming in right here. Remember you, and do the same over here, might be good. Oh, we have to go away to right there. So let's just check this first. Yeah, that fits up very nicely. So that will mean that we can now have fluids going in here. We can have the copper going in the inside one. Oh, it's a 5 input one. So we actually just need to keep it. Thank God for this function, because I want to do this. Look at this. Please undo all of that, because this is actually a 5 input one. So we have fluids in the middle, and then we have the outsides with all of these belts doing the next part. And then we can actually just do that, and then it's still tileable. This looks correct, right guys? Please tell me I did this correct. I'm just missing that one. And the rest should be fine. Let's do a little test. So right here, we'll just need some more. So this is what we're trying with. This is what we're going with, even. Something like that. Wow. Wowee. So let's get fluids. Would like to get some lubricant. There we are. We would like to get some iron here at the top. Might want to get a bit more than 20. Let's get 30 in. Oh, not iron, steel, sorry. Negative 30k, just to have a bit more of a surplus. Then we want copper down here. You can just get 30k as well. So there we are. Now we just need to hook all of this up to the correct inputs. And for that we'll need 4 lanes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. One going in right here. Second one. 2 right here even. We need you 2 to go further down. 2 outputs there. And then the 4th one being the copper cables right here. And then I think this will work. And I think this might be one of my first 5 input builds I've done. I'm quite sure this is one of the first 5 input builds I've done. And now comes the fun part. Getting all 5 in the correct way. Last time I did it quite badly. Let's see if I can do it a bit better this time. So what if I do something like this? That'll mean we'll be able to jump in. Oh, you need to be not on this side, you have to be on the inside one. Is that strictly needed? No, 18 seconds, it doesn't matter which input they're at. So output and output here. Next one, maybe take it up 2. To be able to jump most of these in. So what if I do that? Or I really need to figure out a good way to do this, guys. Of course, we need this one, but we can take it from up top and stay maybe like this to there. And then you'll go over this way. You have to go into this one. And that we can't jump unless we do something like that. That should be a built down. Could just do that maybe. So that's 2. Let's see, number 3 has to go down to this one. What if we do something? Oh, we have to do that. We'll have to jump you to there. It seems a lot more simple. You have to go into this one. And then the 4th one. We'll have to go on the inside. Might have to use red belts. But can we survive with yellow? We can. Wow. What a monstrosity. Guys, please comment on this if this is really the best way to do it. I would love to learn a better way to hook up 4 inputs that doesn't look like some kind of spaghetti mess. So in 2, 3, 4. 1 that goes to those 2. This one goes to second. Goes to second. This one goes to third. Third and 4th. So I think that should work. We still need to hook up our fluids. That should be simple enough. What if we just do something like this? Can we jump from here to over here? Oh, it's like it's planned. It's like I planned it. What a absolute mess. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Yeah, let's activate you. Get you in. Here comes the iron. The copper is probably lacking quite a bit. I don't think our here can keep up at all, so that is something we'll have to expand on as well next episode. But for now, let's just hook up the things we need. This will just need to go into a 4 to 2. I think that'll be more than fine. So right here, here. To 2, and then just get you flowing up this way. And down this way. And then we'll have to do a 4 to 6. I'll kind of want to do a balance on that one. Just do it right here, should be fine. I don't know what needs the most, but yeah, let's just hook it up for now. Don't even know if a balancer is needed, but we will do it anyway, since that has served us well so far. So first things first, you'll go down this way. You'll split off way before here. Actually just split off right there and go down. Oh, that's wrong. Because we have 1, 2 down here. So you split off right here. Pretty much just give it 1 input each. And hopefully that will be enough. You can hook up like that. We'll take the second one to right here. And you can go up this way as well. Like that. And the third one will just go up this way. And then I think it's about time we end this episode. Let's just give it power and watch it flow in and see if we have connected it up correctly. That gives power all the way down. We are just missing the copper. But let's just watch this flow into our base. We have to remember to give this power as well. And then we have a somewhat insane build. And we'll just kind of hook up the outputs, I think, next episode maybe. Or we could just hook it up right now. Just to end this one off on a high note. With these added to the network. Here we are, and we'll pretty much just do that, and don't know if we should just expand this down while we're at it, something like here, here. No idea if we can support this, but go big or go home. So let's try that. I'm guessing one of you can comment on the ratios. But look at that, guys. That looks bloody brilliant. Come on, please go in correctly. Why are you back? Oh, our blueprint is wrong. Our blueprint is very wrong. Just trying to deconstruct all we have done, but we're all the way back here still. So let's just stop this so we can fix the blueprints. Okay, let's try this and see if I can fix this. Wow, this is a long episode. Why? Oh, it's because this one has to be one of those. Isn't that correct? That was the whole problem. And are we then able to tile it? What? Jump, jump, jump. jump to here, and then you oh, it's because the top one is a bit different. But if we do this, we should still be able to do it. No. So that's just actually have to just... No, it's... Oh, it's because I did it wrong somewhere else, it seems. Yeah, it's right here the mistake was. I was like, what is going on? But there we are. That should be tileable as is. So how about now? That looks correct. Let's try this one more time. And then we'll most definitely have to end this episode. And something went wrong again, because I am a huge idiot once in a while. And last one, there we are. And then we can do this and hook it up. And now we really have to end this episode, guys. Let's just watch the first one getting made. There we are. So it's working. Might have to expand some of this a bit to supply it, but it's working. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe and hit that bell button. It will help me out a lot. And do comment on this. I know it's a longer episode, but hopefully you enjoyed this kind of building. Me not just taking all the resources in, but actually doing it like that. And wow, a 5 input build. Can't believe it. But I'll end now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye, guys.